Hi, this is NJ Sterling, back with another informative video. Today I wanted to discuss about communication. Communication is very important in all walks of life and in every aspect of life. Most people think that communication is all about speaking. The more you speak, the better communicator you are. However, they are completely wrong about this matter. To be a superior communicator involves very little speaking actually, and more non-verbal communication, which is body, the way you express yourself, your tone of voice, the way you voice it if you're quiet or if you're projecting your voice, your facial expressions. Are they very weird and fucked up? Are they serious? Are they kind of smug? All of these things are non-verbal communication. But even more so, if you want to really master the art of communication, you must be an expert listener. Very few people are really good listeners. Listening involves a few steps. Firstly, it involves paying attention to the person's body movements, hand gestures. Are they slumped forward? Are they leaned back? All of these will give you signals on what they're trying to express, the type of feeling they're trying to express. Are they crossing their hands like this, which means they're showing that they don't want to communicate with you? Are they open? Are their hands in this manner, which shows a type of expertness towards the communication? All of these factors are important. The next thing you want to listen to is the type of mental processes that they comprehend. What I mean is there are three mental processes that people comprehend. The first one is visual, the second one is auditory, and the third one is kinesthetic. So a visual listener, the way to find out if they're a visual learner, visual listener, is by simply hearing what they say. So for me, for example, I'm an auditory obviously because I use the word hearing and say. These are key words. So a visual person will be, hey, look at this, or can you watch that, or watch out. All these watch, look are key words to express that they are a visual learner. So if you want to show them something or explain something to them, you will need to use visual type of words and images as well. The next is an auditory. As I said, I'm an auditory, so for me, I'm very sensitive to sound and certain musics. And also, when you speak to me, the best way to approach me, and I'm also, as you can see, a kinesthetic, because I use the word approach, is through using auditory keywords, such as, hey, hear this, or I heard blah 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 last week, etc. And the third is kinesthetic. Kinesthetic people are mainly driven by feeling, touch. So you'd have to use words like warmth. Can you feel this? I feel what you're saying. I truly feel what you're saying in the depths of my heart. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? You got to really get into the earthy feeling of the communication. So once you know if they are an auditory person, a visual person, or a kinesthetic person, or maybe combinations of these three, maybe all three, you'll know exactly how to communicate the right words that trigger the neurons in their brain so they can comprehend deeper what you are saying. This is very important. So next, you want to use those keywords to explain to them. There's I'll give you a great example. If you're a salesperson, I used to do a lot of sales. I used to do a lot of phone sales. I used to do a lot of face-to-face sales, door-to-door sales. And to be honest, I don't like those kind of peddling jobs anymore. They're not for me. I even used to do business-to-business sales, sales with upper management, VP and whatnot. But the main thing that I learned in sales is how powerful feeding back what their mental process is. I'll give you an example. If someone walks into a electronics store and they want to buy a radio, And the person who wants to buy the radio goes, let's call him Jim. He goes to the salesman, let's call the salesman Bob. So Jim goes to Bob and says, hey, I want to hear this radio. He goes, sure, let me turn the sound up. He turns the sound up. And then after Jim, the person wanting to buy the radio, goes, wow, that sounds amazing. I could really hear and feel that beat. Now Bob, the salesman's a bad salesman. He's go, yeah, and you should look at these colors of this radio. That's going to turn him off because he used two predicates. He used hearing, auditory predicate, and he also used a kinesthetic predicate. So if he's a good salesman, he'll be like, yeah, you can really hear and feel that bass. Yeah, those sounds really penetrate you. And then he would make a connection. And that connection is very important for building rapport and flourishing in communication with people. The last tip I want to give you guys is to stop being so self-conscious. The more self-conscious you are, the less aware you are of the person you are speaking to. The less you can pay attention to their body language, to their tonality, to their predicates, the words that they use. So be less self-conscious and more aware of who you're talking to. Pay attention to what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying. And they will also appreciate speaking with you more. The best listener is a well sought over friend as well. So be a good listener. This will take you a long way in any career, in any aspect of life, when it comes to communicating with people. I hope that you enjoyed my video, and I hope that you apply these tips into your communications with your loved ones, at work, in everyday life, with the people you need to communicate with. And I assure you, in my deep opinion, that your communication will flourish. Remember to get my book. It's called Heavenly Daughter. My name is NJ Sterling. It's available on Amazon, iBooks, and Google Play Books. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.